on in, guys. Come on in. Give you guys a second. Hit that like, hit that share button. Hit that like, hit that share button. Come on in. Come on in. Episode 65. Episode 65. You guys see what we got here? Okay, looking good. Let's go. You guys see what we got here? Orangeburg finest. Shawntelthemodel. If you from the bird, Rachel. I ain't gonna say it. We all know brewing. So give you guys a second. Y'all coming on in, y'all hitting that like and that share button. So let's start from the beginning. If we're gonna start, when I say here we start from the beginning, my favorite question is to pick at me when I say, who is Rachel, aka Shawntelthemodel? We're gonna start from birth. We start from birth. We going to mama. And we're gonna get mama love, get some love on this show, daddy. Because this thing, people see the picture, they see you right now, they see the fitness, they see what you're doing, but they're like, who is her? Who is she? But sometimes people might not understand where you came from, the reason why you are who you are now.
This is true.
And we're gonna let the haters see too, because you know the haters look too. So we're gonna get the haters to show too. So we're gonna stop on birth.
Okay, birth. April the 24th, 1986.
Okay.
Birthday. I was born in Banbury, South Carolina.
Oh, I did not know that. Yep. I thought you're not a TRMC baby.
No, not a TRMC baby. Nope. Sorry.
Okay, so you were born in Banbury.
I was born in Banbury. My family is originally from Reedsville, South Carolina. You know where that is?
That's like going to like Charleston, right?
Yeah, you know where St. George is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Reedsville, South Carolina,
from the country.
Yep, small town with one flashing light. So shout out to all my family there.
Shout out to Reedsville.
Yeah. So and then I think at the age of around 10, I moved to Orangeburg.
Wow. Okay, so that means you went to St. George Elementary School.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I went to St. George Elementary up to about 3rd grade. Then I moved to Orangeburg.
Okay.
All my family is from there.
Wow. Okay. So how did you like the country? Like that's country.
That is very country, but it's family. That's all I knew. Everybody surrounding me was family, so that's all family.
That's good. So it's a good time.
Yeah, good time.
So how were you doing those times? You a good kid?
I'm the oldest of 4, 3 by my mom, 4 with my dad.
Okay.
So born leader. That's who I am.
Okay, guys. Hey, we're gonna let that one rock. Okay, guys. We're gonna let it rock. Her siblings might say different. We're gonna let that one rock.
Right. Leader by many.
Okay.
But my childhood was pretty good outside of, I'm darker than a lot of people, being bullied, having to worry about that, not feeling like I was beautiful enough. Was always the stigma for me growing up, and I think that's what kind of catapulted my career, but we ain't gonna get there yet.
Okay, we never get there. But that is a very, 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 very good dynamic you brought up. I think some people like they tie away from it, but that's very in our culture, good or bad. I think it's changing now. I think it's changing now.
I agree.
But when we grew up in the early '90s, in the mid to mid '90s too, it was very. People were very colorism. The
colorism was bad.
Was a very big thing.
Yeah, and so that has always been something I battled with growing up.
Okay. St. George and Orangeburg?
Yeah, St. George, definitely Orangeburg.
Okay, because it is a whole different.
Yeah, it got worse once I came to a bigger city where I didn't know anybody. You think I came to Orangeburg where everybody was either family or already friends. Then I had to, come into this area where I'm from, a small town.
You're a new girl.
A new girl, dark skin.
Wow. Okay. So what was the culture? So what brought you to Orangeburg?
My mom and my dad actually separated. So my mom moved here, I guess for a better opportunity because it's Reedsville, there's nothing really there.
Shout out Reedsville. Yeah. Hey, now y'all got the Volvo plant.
That's up the street. So
you do got that now.
178 is growing.
Okay, so you get OW in 3rd grade. So when you first get OW, you like, Mom, I don't want it. No, I'm tripping.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
OW, because that's elementary. You probably went what? Marshall, Whitaker, Sheridan.
Whitaker. You gotta put some respect on the Wildcats.
Okay, guys. Okay, we gonna let that rock. We don't want no elementary school beefs on here.
Hold on, what school did you go to?
Bowman Elementary.
No, we ain't even gonna talk about it.
Shout out Bowman. I went to Bowman Elementary.
Don't tell nobody else that.
Shout out to the Bowman I went to Bowman Elementary. Okay, so you get to Orangeburg. How are things? Because first of all, that's a whole different dynamic. Now you're a child of separation. So how's that whole dynamic going on right there?
Oh, it's being in a separated household, growing up that way. It's different challenges. I think my parents did. Excuse me, my nose ring fell out. I think my parents did as good as they possibly could know to do. And I'm separated now, so you do what you can for your children, and I think they did the best they could.
Life goes on. I'm not gonna talk about my situation.
We all go through it.
Life goes on. But now see, this one will do the flip side. But can you honestly say through the separation that your mom, how can I phrase this? She made it easy as possible for your father to still be a father outside of the household.
Oh, this the spot you gonna put me on? How am I gonna let my mama watch this later?
Hey, you did that.
No.
I just followed the conversation.
You see how he looks.
But with being respectful, because I always put a caveat, because some mothers have to do the best they can with what they have.
I agree.
And some mothers can actually look back and say, I wish I would have done X different.
Yeah, and that could be her case. I can't speak from a parental point of view from there. From a child point of view, it could have been a little better. But that's their battle.
That's not you.
And it's nothing I held either one of them accountable for, because as adults now we understand we have to make those kind of decisions without feelings, with a whole child being in the middle, and it's just a lot. I think it was something I was thinking about earlier when it came to co-parenting with anybody, and how easy or hard anybody can make it. But so I'm in a good space when it comes to co-parenting for me. Thank God. It takes some time to get there, but
Me too.
Yeah.
But I can also say, because shout out to you for being honest, and mama love you. You're not about to get. You ain't got no love. There's always respect.
Right, definitely.
But I always give credit. I always would wonder why my father would give so much credit to my mom. Like, he was like, oh, I love your mama. Well, I appreciate your mama. Because my father was a terrible husband. He wasn't always the best dad. But my mama never held that against him.
Right.
She didn't care about how many girlfriends he had, because she always said he knew that we were his number one priority. And I look back now and I say, wow, my childhood, and I had a good stepdad, but my childhood is not the norm.
Right.
She never held none of that stuff against him. So shout out to those women. Hopefully you are the same way too. I thought I get that look that clean.
No, I am now. I would say my mom wasn't. Mom, don't kill me because of this.
We all grow.
Yeah, right, growth. I don't think my mom was when it came to my dad, and he did his fair share of BS, and but he has become an amazing grandfather. I can say that.
They always do.
Yeah, and I can respect him more for that. Because, like I said, at that age, you're trying to be the best for you. Then you try to be the best for children. Then you try to be the best for somebody else, and you don't fully find yourself before you do all that. It's like you're thrown into that life. Either if it's getting somebody pregnant, just thinking you're ready for marriage. It's just basically life. So yeah, it's they could have did
they could have did better.
Yeah, but
and I'm pretty sure they both can admit that. That's why they make great grandparents, because they learn from their mistakes.
Right.
Okay, so dad, but he's still a presence.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so dad is a presence. You're going through elementary school. You're going through your transition, and I don't. So at this point, when you feel as though you're suffering from kids being bullied, do you say anything?
I was a crier. I can really say that. I was a crier. I was not confident as a child. I always laughed. That was one thing. Either you're gonna catch me. I was always a happy-go-lucky child. Like always smiling, because I thought smiling was a beautiful thing. But you always have those mean people. Those people who just think they're better than you. And I went through that, and wasn't really a fighter. until I got, you know, old enough to know what to fight. Yeah, what to fight for.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So elementary, but besides that, you kind of went through elementary. Grades was always good.
Yeah, grades were always great.
Sorry, I think because y'all always been smart. You and your sister.
Right.
I don't know yet. Y'all smart.
Yeah. Right.
So so get to elementary school. Trying to just middle school. How was middle school? Good?
Middle school was great up until around, I want to say 7th grade going into the 8th grade. That's when I got this body.
Okay.
Well, no, maybe not this body, but the body.
Everybody from the bird, we know exactly what you're talking about.
The body. So that's when it developed, and people would confuse me sometimes for a teacher versus a student.
I can see that. Wow. So you went from so wait a minute now. So
One
I didn't
summer.
know. So 6th grade you went from, that's to say the average.
7th grade.
7th grade you went 7th grade summer or 7th grade?
7th grade summer.
Okay, so 7th grade school year you like an average. I don't know whether you petite or just regular.
Small.
But a regular petite girl. Then all of a sudden, 7th grade summer.
I went to my father's house for the summertime, and like it's country, rice, and I came back. I went from like a size, I want to say 8 to a size 16 in one summer. And my mom was like, everything she bought me that for the following school year did not fit. She had to go back to the store and buy me all new everything.
So I got a question. What did that do to you? That's a huge jump.
Yeah, it was very, very, it was different. Guys approached me different. My mom taught me some things ahead of time, because I think she knew what I was coming into, because my grandmother was like hips.
Or she knew, you didn't know.
I didn't know. I just, I saw it all the time because this was my family, and I didn't think I'd know. And then I didn't think it was coming that fast. So it was like, I woke up and it was like hips, bro, But my mom was always the one who told me, which kind of, I think today could be damning to tell a child that guys will want you for your body.
I don't think so.
At that age.
I don't think so.
I was in 8th grade. So hormones are running, and all they're thinking about is the one, a young girl's body and the development of. So it was always a fair warning from her. I wouldn't say all guys would want me for my body. Just be careful, because that's what
it's gonna be a first. What I think sometimes that's real life. Like, oh man,
right?
Then be like, oh man, she is.
Right.
Oh man, or he is, or whatever. Okay, so you come into this body. So that next year. Did you go through? It's almost like a early 2000s teen movie. Like all the girls hated you and the guys was talking.
I was still that goofy girl. I was still one of those kids that everybody knew, everybody would laugh with. My mom, I hated it. My mom used to put me in these khakis with the pleats and the polo shirt with 3 buttons. I think I had every color khaki, every color polo shirt that you could think of, and had to tuck it. That's how she made me dress, and I had them like little heels. Every time.
We wouldn't even wear uniforms then.
Tell my mama that.
We wouldn't even wear uniforms then.
Tell my mama that.
You the one you had to be. We wouldn't even wear uniforms.
See, Ma.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, you know what you can do? It's your mama, so you can go with. Okay, so we get through that. Okay, so we go through high school. And so you're at your body, so we're gonna we're not gonna focus too much on. How was high school for you?
High school was fun. I was on the marching band. Actually, I was on OW band in the 8th grade. On to my senior year.
That's why Mama had to talk with you. But go ahead.
And I was in ROTC. Okay. So I was in ROTC and band. So I was always active in things. Grades were always good. Honor classes.
That's good.
Everything. So I was good at school. All around person. Laughed with everybody. I never really had issues in that manner.
So you go have fun.
Yeah, just living that high school experience.
Okay, so we get to high school. You was a band. So I got a question. So at the high school, did you go to college after high school?
Yeah, I went to Charleston Southern actually.
How was that?
I went there for 2 years.
Okay.
And my mom had to snatch my little butt right on out of there. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to.
It happens to the best of
them. And I hated it because, as I think back now, they tell you to leave. You did 12 years in school. Then the next thing you do is throw me into 4 more years,
Correct.
not knowing, like, people tell you what you want to become. They, give you a range of what's possible to become, but you really don't know what you want to do in college.
Correct.
So I was thrown into college, getting into this world of freedom.
That's a pretty good school.
Right, and then all I knew was band, ROTC. In high school, my life was scheduled, mapped out to have this freedom in college to do whatever. And I found myself learning how to shoot pool, learning how to play ping pong, and that's about it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I've done. Like, I was a hustler. I used to hustle people on the pool table.
Oh, wow.
To go out. Like, it was a thing, just that lifestyle. It was just fun, and but I didn't do what I was supposed to, and I lost my scholarship.
And so but let me tell you something. I think that story, when I look back now, I think sometimes when kids graduate, unless you playing ball, unless you know what your thing is, sometimes I think you need to take that little break, because most adults, when adults go back to school, they are focused. They're not playing because like, okay, I need to see you. I would advise you. Well, kids are blessings, but like, go have fun.
Right.
Work somewhere. Just enjoy yourself.
Yep.
And then be like, okay, now it's time to don't take on no responsibility that you can't.
Yep, that's the lifestyle I really want my kids to take in. Like, I think my outlook is a lot different now. I do have my degree. I graduated from Claflin.
She did. Shout out HBCU Claflin.
Nope. Better know. So I did graduate from Claflin, like you said, because as an adult, you're able to sit down and focus. You know what you want.
Correct.
So after doing 12 years to be pushed into 4 years, that's not the lifestyle you should live.
Unless you know what you're going to do.
Like, no.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that still is forced on kids through parents, because you can know what you want, kill these 4 years in college, and then mess up somewhere else down the line.
I have a question for you, Shawntelthemodel. Do you agree with that? Sometimes I think we should force our kids into professions.
No, I don't agree at all. And I have my own business, and if my kids decide that they didn't want to take over my business, I'm not going to force them to do anything. My job as a parent on this earth is to protect my children. They may make mistakes, they may do dumb shit. I'm here to protect and guide. I can't control, I can't force, I can't force you to do anything. I don't ever want to be that parent.
I understand that. Okay, let me tell you, and this is just a conversation. I'm talking with Shawntelthemodel, the person. Hey guys, she is more, we all are more. See, like, oh, I didn't know she can talk. Yeah. I didn't know she could talk.
More than looks.
You know what I'm saying? So my question is, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, somebody in the comments correct me. I think that black culture, you're one of the only few cultures that don't push our children in directions. For the most part, it's always gonna be one or two like scenarios, like outliers. It's always gonna be outliers. But I think as a whole, most cultures be like, you're gonna go this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this.
But does that always turn out well?
I think for majority it does. And that was statistics say, look at the Indian culture. You're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be an engineer, you're gonna be an engineer, that's fine. Now you're gonna come back run my hotel or work in my store. And then you got outliers who become comedians, but those parents be like, you're gonna do it, you can do it on your own.
I think it's different only because, like you say, example for the Indian community, you say you're going to be a doctor. I'm pretty sure somebody in their family that's a doctor that you can, guide, get that line.
That mentorship, correct.
But how many doctors do you know in your family that say, okay, I want to be a doctor, what's my next step? Usually with black people, we just have to figure it out,
but
right?
We don't guide our kids to do it.
Who don't have their kids?
I said we don't guide our kids to do it.
I would guide them, but I wouldn't force them. So I think it's a difference.
Okay, I can agree with that.
And a lot of cultures do force, and some kids get rebellious. And even you say black people, the African culture, they, they want doctors, lawyers. I think it's the African American culture.
They don't do it. Let me be more specific. When I say black culture, well, because Africans, they don't call themselves black neither. That's a whole conversation for a different day. Different conversation for a different day. But I'm speaking of African Americans.
Yeah.
That I don't think sometimes we just a hard stirring. Because I think they might not do it, but I say if they push 20, but 17 of them become professionals.
That's true.
That's a high. And don't quote me on that percentage, but I'm just giving an example.
I mean, that's true, and I think a lot of that, they sacrifice different. They do. It's so hard to like pinpoint in particular why certain nationality, do different things. And I think black people as a culture, we're behind on so much stuff because we've had so many hurdles to jump over.
Correct.
So many people tell us to do this, this, and this. Now we're like, you can't tell us to do anything.
Correct.
And I think that's where black people are messing up.
Yeah,
I was having this conversation earlier, where as a culture we need a set of people to guide us as a human race, because black people, we don't have anybody to guide. Everybody wants to be in control, but we're not going anywhere. It's like everybody's pulling the steering wheel, but we're not going anywhere.
Right.
So it's kind of leaving us behind even further in the things we need to accomplish as a culture.
You're right.
And now it feels like just everybody's sitting back and laughing at us, but we're very knowledgeable. We have the tools to do amazing things. As you see, everything we create, they steal and monetize.
Correct.
So we have to get ahead of them to figure out how we can monetize on our craft and our culture before they do. Well, how?
Hey guys, let me get some clap emojis in the comments. Clap emojis in the comments. So, hey, wow, you did that great. See, this is what we do about Sports on Life. Yeah. We take these conversations, we have these conversations. Okay, so Mama Love. Okay. Shout out to you, Mama Love. I'm gonna make sure you feel this love, Mama. So Mama Love says, girl, you down there wilding. Which happens, I think it's so funny because it happens a lot. I know a young lady who didn't make it through the first semester.
I'm telling you, it's hard out there.
Literally. She almost didn't make it because you didn't get there a little early. She almost didn't make it through when the semester started. But she definitely made the semester over. Okay, so when she brings you back, what's going through your head?
I'm back in Orangeburg.
What
do I do now? I think, and like I always tell my mom the same thing. It partially was her fault because as the oldest child, she wouldn't let me go out of state to go to college. I wanted to go out of state to go to college. She was so protective over my sister and I. But when my brother crossed that stage at OW, he was peace and he was gone. My brother don't even come visit Orangeburg as often.
But you know them boys are different. When the
mamas,
well,
that's not fair. I could have probably been so much more right now. Sorry, Mama.
We hope that.
Okay, you're right.
We hope that. Right. See, Mama Love, I ain't gonna let her do that to you. But okay, so you get back to Orangeburg. Yeah. See, I know I had a talk. Me and Paige, shout out to Paige, running for mayor.
I seen her in the gym earlier.
Shout out to Paige. Bobo, November 14th. So me and Paige had a talk, and she was saying how she didn't feel bad. She went off to college, but she came back so much. Because there's nothing worse than somebody go off. So hold on, man. I'm about to ask you this question, y'all. So would you want to know people? Man, forget the bird. I can't wait to leave. I ain't never coming back. Would you want to know?
No, okay. I wasn't.
So it's easy for you to come back.
Yeah.
It's the people who don't have a plan and they talk trash and leave. When they come back, they got to stay in their room.
Tuck their tail.
They got to stay in their room. They can't go. They won't go out nowhere. No. They don't want to come out during Christmas time because they niggas say they visiting.
Right.
Stop the cap.
I wasn't one of those people. Okay. Thank God. I actually like Orangeburg. Like it wasn't bad. Like growing up here was fun. But I think I could have did better going somewhere else outside of South Carolina. That's it.
We can agree with that. Okay. See you back. So, where's your move? Like, what am I going to do?
My mom made my butt sign up at OC Tech. I had to go to OC Tech.
Shout out to Mama Love for that.
OC Tech. So, I took classes at OC Tech.
Okay.
I did pretty good for a while, but, it feels like Orangeburg sucks you back in.
It does.
Yeah. So
it can.
Yeah, I got sucked back in and I got pregnant.
Okay. Funny story, guys. Here goes a conundrum. When Rachel was pregnant, my first child mother was pregnant. Yeah. And we were going to the OBGYN actually. I forgot his name.
Same doctor.
I forgot his name.
Ravenel.
Yep. Because guess what? He ended up being in the hospital. My second son was born in Colombia.
He delivered my twins.
Yeah, that's with a little curly hair. That's there. That's funny. Okay. So you come back.
Yes.
God bless you with a bundle of joy.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens in your mind then? Like,
I had no clue what I wanted to do. I was at that point. I just knew I had a child, and it was time for me to stop playing in these streets and provide. So I was already working at Fats.
Okay. Yes, you was at Fats.
Yeah, right. And I've done everything at Fats, from hostess to server to bartender to kitchen anything to part-time management. Like, I've done everything there because at one point I wanted to own a franchise. But they killed that dream. Just.
And they killing themselves too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk on Fats for 1 second. I'm about to vent right fast. I went to Fats the other day. To get some, to go sit down. You sat me down. Then I was like, yo, I'm waiting. I heard the waitress was mumble something to the guy. I'm like, yo, I'm ready. I'm like, yo, what's up? She like, you telling me about to close in 10 minutes? I say, bro, you sat me down and then tell me y'all about to close in 10 minutes. I walked out. This mother walked out behind me. This mother walked out. I'm like, bro, y'all slack. And I said some choice words and it wasn't Jesus be offense. I'll just say that.
I'm just saying I don't work there no more.
Yeah, that's just a slight bend. Okay, so you have your baby. Okay, so that's a love. We gonna skip that story. Love.
Yep.
So what happens? 'Cause I know that the next babies come. What happens to? No, we can't do that. So then the next babies come.
Okay.
How far they go? I don't want to.
Oh no, it's a 5-year gap because I was hustling, like working as a single mom, just making sure I'm providing for my son, making sure he has a roof, I have a roof.
Okay.
Just being, because then I was a single mom, like doing it all on my own with the help of my sister and my mom, and my dad, of course.
Okay.
And then 5 years later, I meet this guy, tell me sweet everything's in my ear, and then of course we had another child, and then we were engaged to be married. Okay. Had more kids, had our twins, then it didn't work.
Hey, that happens. So, what? So at this time, so everybody know you for your body. So at this time, where are you at far as? I want to say go. Where are you at far as fitness? Are you just I'm just living because you always had hills. You like I'm just here.
Yeah, no. When me and my kid's father were together, we were big into fitness. That was our thing. We loved the gym. We would take our kids to the gym. We would work out. Then I got comfortable in that engagement lifestyle. Being engaged. Getting ready to get married. Just comfortable. And then my world fell apart when I called off the engagement. I left my kid's father, and I.
But you got fit before that, because it's one time.
I did.
It's one time it was like
pregnant.
I can't talk to that. People say the same thing about me. Like, Mom, you think you can? Because it's like one time, like, where's Rachel?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's Rachel.
Yeah.
Like, so what happened? What was your first epiphany or your first aha to make you go from like, you know what? Let me get me right.
I lost everything. I lost my family.
But wasn't you fit before that too, though?
No, like I said, I would always work out. But I would get pregnant. Yeah, and I would always get pregnant.
And that'll do it.
Yes. So every time I got a trainer, got fine, got pregnant. Got a trainer, got fine, got pregnant. That happened 2 times. And so I was like,
you know what? I don't want no more trainers.
Can't happen no more. Like, so after my relationship ended, I had just had my twins maybe a month prior, and I was battling postpartum depression. A lot of women battle postpartum depression after they have children, and I was already an at-home mom who had 2 kids at home, and to have 2 more kids. I felt as though, I didn't know who I was. I've lost myself in this relationship. I was so focused on him and his career and what he was trying to build, losing myself. And it was almost like an epiphany. God took me out of that situation to realize I am the person. Because I would have never thought about being a model. When I was in that relationship, I was so good at being a housewife, or becoming a housewife. And I was so focused on that, God was like, this is not for you. So it kind of took me out.
And got you.
Yeah, and
like you need to be.
Sat me over here and like, you need to figure out you. And that's when the whole fitness, I started at the Y. I used to be on the treadmill just like running and crying because I was, like I said, going through depression. And I used to go to the gym 2 days. I got off social media. I enrolled in school. That's when I went to Claflin. I enrolled back in college. I found a job. I found a place to live for me and my children. I had to get up. I had to buy a whole nother vehicle. So it was like things I was building on myself.
Okay.
I lost 75 pounds, and everybody was like, "Oh, you should be a trainer. You should do this." I was like, "Nah, I just want to work on me." And a year. It was a year dedicating to solely me. Social media. Couldn't hang out with my friends like that. I went to the gym. I ate the same thing almost every single day. I was just focused on me.
What was your meal?
For breakfast, I would eat oatmeal. For lunch, I would eat a salad, and just random salads. And for dinner, it would always be a protein and 2 vegetables.
Okay, guys. So when you see her, I'm gonna make this a clip. She just told you what she did. But she still had to put the work in.
Yep, definitely.
So okay, so you dedicated this year just for me. So you, because you can't lie. You look in the mirror like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
So what happens when you say, you know what? Was it a pic? Did you take one picture and you was like, huh? Or like, what was that whole?
I took a picture when I was at my heaviest. Because I lost weight after I had my twins. Because breastfeeding helps you lose weight. So I lost weight after my twins. Then after I stopped breastfeeding, I just gained all the way back. And I was like, God, dog. And after I left my relationship, I was like, ain't no way this nigga gonna walk away from me. And I just looked like regular, like this is it. And that's when I put in my head where I had like this revenge thing on. Like I was about to like gun-ho be the best version of myself so I could show this man what the hell he was missing out on. I don't know if I could curse, but what you missing out on. And so that's what I did.
Yeah, you speak a language. You know, but I think that's what happened. If most people be honest with you, unless they have like a near like life-death experience, that's probably like the #1 reason for weight loss, I think.
I'm telling you, I got fine. I took it to the next level. And like, don't play with me. When I say that's the best way to get back at anybody is to get fine and get your shit together. Excuse my language, but just get fine and get your stuff together. Like you'll be a force to be reckoned with. That's it.
Hey, here at Marvinsportsandlife, I do not condone the comments or hey, I was just messing. Cause that's what everybody do. I was being funny. Yeah. Everybody, women do it, men do it. Cause be like, guess what?
Did you?
I gotta be careful.
Is that what you did? Is that what you did?
Nope.
Oh. So I'm just alone on this one.
I ain't giving y'all that.
I'm alone on this one. Right.
No, you're not. You're not. I must admit because sometimes there's nothing. You don't got
a sweet revenge, right?
Sweet revenge. Or I'd be like, somebody be like, oh, oh man.
So just imagine, like, and if a lot of people don't know who my kid's father is, he has a huge platform all on his own. Okay. So just imagine him having a huge platform, and people knowing who your baby mother is. And so when you look for like models, so he looks for models from time to time for his business, and he's like, do you know any models? And the first name that pops up is your baby mama name. Like, how would you feel? Like, I already know her. I don't want her, but she's one of the baddest, on the East Coast.
That is a
hard pill to swallow, right?
That's a big pill to swallow.
Couldn't ask for any better revenge than that.
But that's real life. That's real life.
I'm telling you, I had,
But whatever motivates you, it motivates you.
It works.
But it's okay. We did that, but still, like, you got fine. But you still didn't say like what was like what made you like being fit and being a model is two different.
Right. So people always told me I was beautiful. It was just me having to believe it for myself. My mom always told me I was beautiful ever since I used to like literally get off the bus crying, run into her.
Because of stupid
kids. Children, they don't know no better. It was top behavior most of the time. Yep. Yeah. So running home telling my mom, she's telling me I'm beautiful. Not listen to her. You're my mom. You have to tell me this. You get around older people. You grow into your features is what I would say. You grow into your features, and people, even when I was going to Claflin, everybody was like, you should model. And then I did a little, my first ever modeling gig I did for Belts, and I was pregnant. In Orangeburg, Belts in Orangeburg, and I was pregnant, and it went great. And good. It just kind of fueled me, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I am more than what people
think I am.
Right. So that's what kind of opened it.
Open the door.
Yeah.
So Okay, so we get the model start going. Okay, so you go from being fit toned to like being comfortable with yourself. Like,
what do you mean?
Comfortable with yourself. Like comfortable because some of the things you wear, you are fit, but you still have to be comfortable within yourself to say, I'm gonna wear this and I don't care what nobody else says. How did you go from because you did the fitness thing, you started modeling, you got into that, but then you went into like a lingerie modeling. Cause fitness modeling, cause as long as you putting in the work, you can kind of you get that thing. But lingerie model, that's a different kind of confidence.
Right.
Forget even what your body looks like, just the confidence of saying, I'm gonna wear this. Where did that kick in from? Because that's not the same mindset of working out. Revenge.
No, definitely not. I've never been the one that was ashamed of my body.
Okay.
Like I tell you, that whole year I took for myself was to focus on my mental catching up on how I felt with my body. Correct. So it wasn't, you should hide this, anything that. Most clothes look great on my body. Thank God. But it was more so finding an avenue in modeling that worked for me. Okay. Everybody wants to be a model. Nobody can tell you what you want to model or what works for you. And I can say the first ever fashion show I was in, which was in DC, National Curves Day, and they put us in clothes like gowns, designers dressed us, and at the last minute, a designer came and they was like, "Do you feel comfortable in lingerie?" I was like, I've been working out at the gym. I look good, no problem here. It's like, yeah, put me in lingerie. Put me in lingerie. I went down the runway, and that was the most confident I ever felt out of all the pieces I was in. I felt better in lingerie than I felt in any piece of clothes that I was in.
Wow, that's like a different, because most people like. Okay.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure they wasn't the line of girls going to put on that on.
Yeah, a lot of was nervous. They was talking their stuff up to go on stage. I was like, no, I'm ready.
But to be fair, I'm going to say this from a man's point of view. They're not being a male chauvinistic. Don't call me anything, ladies. Your curves are not the same thing. Let me tell you, you don't count. You count, but you don't count. I can't say you don't count. That's bad to say that. Lord, don't let a man say what it should be. But you don't have a stomach. So your confidence...
This is a stomach. Can they see this stomach?
Nope.
No. Darn it.
Nope. Oh. It's not a stomach. It's not a stomach.
No, it's not.
But what I'm saying is... It's almost funny. It's almost like somebody... I'll give you a perfect example. Because I listen to a lot of articles. And I was like plus size models is like from like a size 4. It's something crazy, like something stupid, like a 4, a 5,
it's
something
actually,
like that.
From what let them tell it, is size 10 up. It's almost like a double digit. Some people say 10, some people say 14 and up.
10 up. Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of models you see marketing plus size aren't really plus size. They run in the size 10, 12, 14 range. Okay. I'm a size 16, 18. Okay. So I'm definitely a plus size woman.
Okay.
But I do get the backlash of having a flat stomach.
But why is that backlash? but that's my thing too. That's why I say like I think a person, somebody say, man, I thought a fine plus size model. No offense to the plus size model community. I want to get at me. A picture of you will pop up. Not you, but your physique versus it is all physique for everybody. But I just think it's almost like because the guys be like, hey man. Like, that's why we just call you a model. It's almost like, I bet the plus size girls get mad at you. You're not a plus size model, Rachel.
I am a plus size.
You are a plus size model.
And that's it. And I don't like it. Because only thing, first of all, we want to just get rid of the plus size anything. You just want to be a model at the end of the day.
Correct.
1, 2, I can't help what I was born with. Well, I can't help.
You know, telling me, better blame Reesville.
But, I can't help the way my body was formed. And not only that, I do take the proper steps to sculpt my body the way I want to in the gym.
You work out.
Yeah, and I can tell women they can do the same thing. You can build your body any way you want. And that's what I took my process of changing my body to the next level. A lot of women are getting the BBL things. I want to show women you're able to you're able to get that look without laying on the table. Because I've had 2 C-sections, having babies, and I don't understand how women just lay there naturally want to get cut. Yeah, and especially if you're getting cut before you have children. Yes. Because your body changes.
To each his own. I've learned. She got it out of the setup. I just said Rachel up. So now everybody's going to body positivity. Because I thought she was gonna drag me just now when I talked about the other plus size models, but she did. She was very nice. But you do promote
body positivity.
But the thing I like about your body positivity, from what I see on the outside, you're not fake fit. You don't be like, I don't care what you look like. You're like, no. You can be curvy, but that's trying to be fit.
Right.
And curvy, which makes a huge difference.
And it's just basically wanting people to get active and take their health into consideration. That's all I want. Like, I'm not asking you to go in the gym and throw weights like we do. I'm not asking you to dedicate 1.5 hours, 2 hours to the gym. All I'm asking you to get out there and start walking, focusing on you. You don't know how much you change mentally when you work on your body physically.
Correct.
And so it's a whole movement to change and want to be better for yourself. Like, it's not, and people, it's nothing wrong with being plus size. There's nothing wrong with being, I'm 250 pounds. That's another reason I am plus size and full figured and all that good stuff. So, I fall into that category because just
I'm surprised you even say that.
A lot of women don't say their weight.
They don't say their weight.
I jump on the scale, 250 pounds.
You are the fittest. The most cuttest 250 I've ever seen.
I'm telling you, it's possible. I want to teach people that it's possible. Okay. You can build your body anywhere you want.
But see, guys, don't let Rachel fool you now. Your 250 is not her 250. Her 250 is not 250. It could be though. But she lifting weights too.
Yeah, I definitely lift weights, and a lot of women try to stay away from that. Yes. But that's how I scope my body. Yes. That's how I tone different parts of my body is, lifting weights. You have to. I tell people resistance. Yeah. And I tell people, I'm not doing no training. Why?
I'm not. I can't do the headache.
Yeah.
I give you advice, but I do like you said, sometimes you have to fit right. And I tell people, get that skirt you like, get that shirt you like, the pants you like, and keep putting them on till you can put them on.
Right. That's it.
Okay.
It's easy.
So the body positivity, and you definitely push that. And you actually do it. You're not just talking.
Yeah.
So so you do the lingerie thing. So you go down and you say, "This is my lane." So is that when everything goes Shawntelthemodel, Instagram model? Is that when it goes like?
No, actually, I was a Wild 'N Out girl.
Hey, shout out to that. Don't worry about guys. Hold on, right here. I'm gonna put the picture. The picture gonna be right here of when she was on the stage. I'm stuck. I find the clip, and it was. So, let me ask you a question. Hey, guy, did Nick Cannon really pick you up, or you held them out and hold on?
Okay, first of all, Nick Cannon is actually stronger than he looks. He was smaller then than what he is now. He wasn't even on the fitness kick as much as he is now then. Okay. But he was pretty strong. So, but I've been dropped before as a plus size woman, and any woman of plus size, Thickums knows it is not fun to be dropped. Like, we don't like to be dropped. Like, so I do have, and I think it's like just a mental thing that when somebody picks me up, I automatically, my legs wrap. So you weren't going to drop me, or we both was going down.
If you fall, we fall together.
Right. So, he didn't drop me, and then I didn't drop him. So that, it worked out.
So it's almost like, I think we can use the word viral, right?
Yeah.
It went viral. So, do you see, because then you had the Instagram set up, you was already doing numbers. Because obviously you had to do numbers to get seen by, how did you get seen or get the casting call for Wild 'N Out?
Oh my God, when I tell you guys, and I tell the story very often, and people just don't understand how much it was a blessing for me, because I was getting ready to give up on modeling. People don't know that. I speak about this often. So, the day I heard about Wild 'N Out, it was gonna be in Columbia. I had an audition in Savannah, somewhere else that I had to be to, and I didn't even make that casting that I went to, so I didn't get to go to Wild 'N Out. The day before, so the event was on Sunday. The day before, on Saturday night, like at 11 o'clock that night, I checked my inbox and I saw a message from a casting director. I was like, nah, this is just fake. She was like, nah, jump on the call with me. So I jumped on the call. She was like, we're just leaving North Carolina. We're headed to South Carolina. We need a plus size girl to headline the show. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, you don't have to audition. We saw you on Instagram. We loved your look. can you be at the stadium tomorrow at such and such time? Now, keep in mind, my hair wasn't done, my nails wasn't there, I had no makeup artist. I was like, what? But I knew it was an opportunity of a lifetime, so I had to take it. She was like, just be on time. I got there and I was still late because the security guard wouldn't let me park a certain way. So I'm literally running on stage, and the girls had already been on stage on their marks, and she was like, okay, you're going to be here. All right, let's go get dressed.
I did not know that.
Yeah, when I tell you that day was so tight for me. My cousin, she did my hair. Say Wanya at the last minute, and she was good and pregnant. Did my makeup at the last minute, so I thank those girls for looking out for me. And I got there, nervous wreck. But I got in the back, got dressed. First of all, I was scared because she told me to bring some extra shorts because they didn't even think I was going to be able to fit the Wild 'N Out shorts. But by the grace of God, it all fit in there.
You got it?
It fit. So, yeah, and I was the only model that got to meet Nick Cannon personally.
Okay. Oh, before or after?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was like, you ready to meet Nick Cannon? All the girls looking like, she gets to meet. And I got to meet him, and it was
Let me ask you a question. As a woman, you sing like this time?
Yeah, I was singing like this time.
Did you take a chance and took a shot at Nick?
No.
You kept it professional?
Yeah, definitely professional.
Okay. Because I know some niggas on that show. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, yeah, even
those
the comedians.
Those are some guys on that show.
Yeah, even the comedians, I didn't, because they made it known to us, be professional. And I'm a model. I always like to keep that line of professionalism.
Okay.
Even when it came to comedians, that's what they told us, don't be, in the comedian's dressing room, all that stuff, which is respectful. I wasn't going to do all that stuff. We were able to take pictures with the comedians after. Okay. And so that was pretty cool.
Okay, so when that happens, we all know the infamous scene happens. All I know is the next day, I see Nick Cannon, Columbia, South Carolina, picks up Shawntelthemodel.
Yeah, 7 million views on the Shade Room. And it was crazy. And that's just how I knew, like, God had
and they tagged you in it.
Stop.
They tagged you in it, right?
They tagged me.
Because usually Shade Room they were just like a hashtag.
No, yeah, I had a hashtag in the tag, and that's when the floodgates kind of opened. It was like God telling me, this is what you were supposed to do.
So right when you was about to quit,
that opportunity fell in my lap. Called, didn't have to audition, anything. Met Nick Cannon, shook his hand, took pictures, and it was amazing. And
so then your Instagram, because your Instagram is popping, so pre Wildin' Out, what was estimate your numbers? Guesstimate them.
Yeah, I don't even remember. That was 2018, but I know I jumped at least like 10,000 followers in like a month. Yeah, it was crazy, and I wasn't even prepared for it. It was just like I woke up and my sister, I think it was my sister that called me. She was like, "Girl, check your Instagram. It's going crazy." And then I checked it, and my Instagram was going crazy. But it was a great experience. It was great.
Wow! Shout out to Nick. And just when you about to quit, guys, you never know your opportunity is right there.
That's true.
And if you would have just not been on your purpose, you would have missed opportunity that changed your life forever.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and another crazy thing that happened with that event, I have another model friend who lived in Charleston. They called her before they called me, but she couldn't do it. And that's kind of blessings that we,
She's still your friend?
Yeah, she's still my friend.
Okay, you good.
Yeah, she's still she couldn't make it. We didn't even know about it until after, the whole event happened. She was like, they called me. I just couldn't drive from Charleston to Columbia, but I was, by any means necessary. I made it work, and it worked.
I'm not going to say that because I know she's your Facebook friend or she's your Instagram friend.
Yeah. She's been in one of the pictures with me, in a few pictures, like we've done photo shoots together.
I'm going to speak for her. I know she felt a certain kind of way.
No, I don't think she said she didn't feel a certain type of way towards me, but she felt bad because she didn't do that. She didn't, I guess, exhaust all her options to do the event. So, I mean, we're still friends.
For the sake of our friendship, I'm not going to elaborate no more on how I think.
Yeah, no, she kicks herself.
Because that could have been me, but everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
God just say, Shante is your day today.
Yeah, and that's what I looked at it as. Like, don't give up.
You look at me wrong. I ain't gonna lie, we got to fight. I ain't gonna lie. You look at me wrong.
It wasn't my
girl, they ain't got no more wings. I'm tired of this. I've been waiting to tell you something.
No, it wasn't my fault.
Okay. So would you say that? So after that happens, because some people, obviously there's a lot. I haven't experienced it yet, but one day I'll experience it. Some people they don't know how to turn their Instagram followers into opportunities, and
I didn't then either.
Okay, you didn't either.
I didn't.
So you just saw like a whole bunch of people liking your stuff, looking at your stuff, but you're not monetizing it.
I wasn't ready. I you know how they say if God opened the gate for you, are you ready for the blessings that He's gonna give you? I wasn't ready, but I think it was more so if God let me know that don't give up on your dreams and passions at this time. I still have things in store for you. So I knew it was like awakening, don't give up, but I didn't have anything in line when it came to anything business related to say, okay, this is my next step. This is my next step. I had to figure it all out. Okay.
So you did that. So so how long? Because I see now you booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Would you agree with that?
I agree.
You're booked and busy, and would you say that most of the opportunities come from your Instagram modeling, or most of the opportunities come from you just putting in the legwork? Half and half.
I would say half and half because I have to reach out. Okay, I'm an independent model. It's a difference when you're signed to an agency because they get you work. But as an independent model, you have to go look for work yourself, and it's harder. It's so much harder when you're independent because a lot of big companies want to go to agencies where they know these girls are trained, they know they're going to look a certain way, they know they're going to bring this kind of energy to this shoot, so they weren't really giving women the chance because the first ever lingerie piece that I wore on the runway, I reached out to that company and say, okay, I've worn your wear, you know, these are my pictures, you know, can I work with you guys? They was like, no, we go through an agency. So that killed me. I was like, yo, got to find a different way to do this. So I reached out to more brands. Kept getting nope. We go through an agency. I can't work with you now. You don't have enough followers. This, and this. So I reached out to Kelly's Closet.
Man, you give them their promotion. They must make it worth it.
Yeah, so I reached out to Kelly's Closet, and I started buying pieces from her first and showing her what I could do. And next thing I know, she reached out. She was like, you want to be a brand ambassador? I was like, yeah, you know. I started killing it even more. And then in the past year and a half, she reached out. She was like, you know, do you want to be the face of our company?
Wow.
Yes. You know, I work for this. I put in work. You know, I show up and show out. And now when you go to her website, you see me.
Is it worth it?
It's definitely worth it.
Okay, I'm about to say, don't talk no about it. My thing is, what I want to say, do you feel it's worth it to be an independent contractor? Why won't you sign with a company?
First of all, agency wouldn't even sign me. I tried, and a lot of factors play into it. Location plays into it. Children plays into it. I have 4 children. So being an independent model works better for me only because I have kids, and I'm not one of those models that wants to be told what to do. Like, you're not going to tell me I have to lose weight for a certain look. You know, you're not going to tell me I have to cut my hair, or I have to grow my hair, or I have to bleach my hair. And a lot of that plays a part when you sign with agencies. They kind of own you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was so independent to say, no, I'm going to figure out a way to do this myself. And with my degree from Claflin, being a business major that I am,
HBCU, Orangeburg,
you better know it. I figured out a way that works for me.
And you've been doing it so far.
I've been doing it so far.
So you one of the few people that I hear actually you actually get to use your degree.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
And no, don't say that too loud because I still ain't trying to pay them student loans, Claflin.
Forgiveness program. Come on, Big Joe. Come on, Joe.
You're right. Please, though. But yeah, I used my degree. I was always business minded. So just honing in on that and making it do what it do.
You definitely did that, and you're definitely doing what it do. You're doing. Now, I'm asking you a question now. I'm not going to say no names. But I know you feel it. Do you feel that you get a lot of hate from females? Okay. Well, I'm gonna use the word hate. I'm gonna keep the same word.
I don't. Strangely, I don't.
You don't.
Nah.
Directly.
No, I mean, I don't ever hear it. I don't ever hear the bad things that anybody has ever spoke about me, said about me. I don't ever, and I don't know if God is protecting my ears or putting blinders on me. I don't ever see
that's good
or hear any woman talking bad about me.
You get guys talking bad about you?
Sometimes I get guys, you know.
Are they talking bad, or are they shooting shots and you shut them down and they just get mad?
It could be bad. You know, just me being a model that shows my body, everybody sexualizes me. And I hate that. And only the person who's visually looking at me can sexualize me. Like, just because I have on lingerie, just because I feel good in my skin, you sexualize me. I didn't sexualize myself by putting myself out here.
Message.
I'm just saying. And I get a lot of that. People are like, oh, you're showing skin. Why can't I just be a person that's comfortable in my skin?
Wow.
You know, why do I was listening to this podcast earlier with Candace Owens where they were talking about you know, the half naked women on social media wanting attention. Most of the time I post on social media and get off because it's just job for me. That's all it is, a job.
But you post with a purpose.
Yeah, but naturally, if you see me in the streets, you see me in a sports bar, you see me in biker shorts, I'm comfortable in my body. But it's nothing. I don't wear my body out for a man to come up to me and disrespect me. I don't do that. You know, this is my body, this is me, and as a man shouldn't want to do that to a woman anyway. You shouldn't. You know, you're gonna sexualize me because I look sexy and whatever I have on, but that's all you. Don't tell me I'm a certain type of woman because I'm wearing this. Don't tell me I'm a hoe because I'm wearing lingerie. Don't tell me I'm easy because I do, because none of that is a factor.
But I understand you saying that. No, it doesn't matter at all. Well, your fight is not the same fight as other girls. You actually doing this ad for a photo shoot. Yeah,
but it's more me. It's more women like me than you think.
They're doing for a photo shoot, or just wearing in the streets?
Just in general, like even if I'm not wearing lingerie in the street and outside of the camera, I'm still wearing what I want. I'm a grown woman.
You are wearing what you want.
Yeah, I can wear the shortest shorts. I can wear.
No man disrespect a woman by any means.
All right.
I agree. So no man disrespect no woman by any means. I don't care if she got a shoestring on.
Right. Nobody should be disrespected.
Nobody disrespect her.
You might say, oh, you know, that's just not the outfit for the time, but that's still none of your business. I'm not one of those people like, oh, she should. Nah, let her do whatever she feels comfortable in. I feel comfortable, and you can judge me, but just judge me from over there. And I don't want to hear that.
Okay, so I'm ask you as a woman, not I have a woman here, ask your opinion. So, no. First of all, make sure I'm very clear. No man should ever disrespect a woman.
Ever.
Number one. No man should put his hands on a woman. No man should ever aggressively grab her in an unwanted way she doesn't want to be grabbed. But do you feel as though, right or wrong, not being a butthole, we're not going to talk about them, but do you think a man approaches a woman different than what she has on? I'd use the word approach. Because you can approach somebody and still be not courtesy, but have respect.
Yeah.
But do you still think it's still gonna be two different approaches?
Okay, when you approach anybody, it's always on a physical level because you like what you see.
Okay.
So once you get to me, because I know you're gonna approach me because you like what you see in any formality anyway. So you approach me, and once you start having a conversation with me, I'm hoping you hear something that sparks something different in you to say, she's more than what she looks like.
Okay.
Now, it's up to you to go and take it to the next level or not.
Okay.
And then I think that's how a lot of people should approach situations. Like, you meet a person, yes, you're attracted to them physically, but once you get to know them, things should be different. You know? It just should be different. Like, I don't get people to disrespect me.
That's a good answer. But you don't carry yourself.
Like, okay, what's different between me not wearing clothes on social media and... Because it's like, a lot of guys say that. You don't disrespect
you don't act ratchet. I don't care what you
have
on.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. No offense to ratchets out there. If you want to consider yourself ratchet, if you want to down that cross, you don't present yourself ratchet. Sometimes, and I don't think that's sometimes ladies get sometimes
Okay.
It's about it's the other stuff you didn't say. It's about the attitude. It's about the ratchetness vibe, the ratchetness glow that's coming off you that allows but still the message of respect, But I still think sometimes it comes off, and that's why sometimes. So I'm not the first person that say you different, or you don't act like this right here.
No, yeah, I get that all the time.
Okay, so what is that saying? So, and I don't know these guys, whoever these guys are, and they're probably all not from South Carolina.
Yeah, and that's true. And I think it's my confidence. I wear it well. Like, I'm a woman who knows who I am, what I want. Nobody can tell me different. I'm not one of those women that you can walk up and be like, you're this, this, and this, and I be like, am I this, this? Nah. Whatever you got, whatever you think of me, I let it be, because I don't have to see you ever again in my life. But I'm not one of those people that hold that energy, because I know who I am. Like I said, I took that whole year to work on myself.
That's knowing you.
Yeah.
Because when they come to no meal, because I have my little time too. When you get the focus and you get the, I was at the 2 days one time. I was with the.
I remember we were shooting in the gym together. We was in there.
They getting them right. And sometimes you just get at a certain point, it just becomes, because then you got to find something else so you keep it on. At a certain point, you might just be, I look at this shirt, these jeans, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
that's a good story. See, I like when you tell the story, because now, but see, what happens is, now, you're more than just
my body.
Your body.
I always want people to know that I don't say much on social media. I mean, if you follow my podcast and stuff, but I don't say much. I am a visual.
And the podcast, which is
Lounging in Lingerie.
Lingerie.
Yeah.
And because they got the smoke. Hey guys, I'm being good at this, but I got some smoke for all of them. I got some mint smoke for all of them.
He coming on the show.
I got some mint smoke for all of them. Okay, so I like the story. So now we know how you became the model, and now you got a successful career, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
While raising 4 children, being a fitness trainer, being an entrepreneur, and being a life coach.
Yes.
I just got a life coach lesson today. Mama loved you, got one. Daddy got one. Everybody got one. I got one. The guys who be grabbing on girls, you just got one. They probably feeling bad. The guys who see them seeing pictures about her, see now all that trash they be saying to yourself. Hey man, you know what, God, dog, now I feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
Sexualizing them pictures.
Don't stop sexualizing me. I mean, I know I am sexy, but don't sexualize me. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, Rich, I think you got anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
This
is a good interview.
Yeah, just be the best version of yourself. That's what I teach people, to be the best version of yourself at all times. It's only one version of you, and you should want to give this world the best version of that. You know, take care of your health, fitness, family, love on your people who love on you. I ain't saying love on everybody. Just love on the people who love on you.
Don't do that.
And focus on you, guys. You know, people take so much energy from you. You always want to help people. Everybody want to help people. But how can you help somebody if you haven't fully helped yourself? How can you pour into somebody's glass when yours is half empty? Just ask yourself that each and every day. That's it. That's all I teach. I don't teach people to want to lose weight, because once you get active and start taking care of yourself, that stress weight falls off. And that's a whole different level. So when I tell you step in that ring to focus on yourself, and you can do 6 months, you can do 3 months, you can do a year like I did, but take that time some point in your life when you feeling like you're drained, when you feel like you can't give no more, and focus on you, because having the best version of you, that's all the world wants. That's it.
Guys, that was a free life lesson.
Yeah, that's it.
That was free. God, that was great. Episode 65, one-on-one with Shawntelthemodel. Guys, that was really great. So, and you guys see above, tag the link. You can find her on all social media platforms. The Instagram is
Shawntelthemodel. You can find me on Shawntelthemodel on Instagram and Facebook. Curves to Fit is my fitness line. Curves, the number 2, Fit. And that's my website also, curvestofit.com. And then my podcast, which he will soon be on, it's called Lounging in Lingerie. And you can find that on all major podcast platforms. And you can find the visual on YouTube.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that share button.
Yeah.
Hey, the bird, we got another one, y'all.
Yeah.
Episode 65, tuning out.
Yes.
Good Lord.